This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series from the Transformers the movie, Steeljaw. Quite possibly one of the most mocked figures that they've put out in a long time. At least I have not seen a review for this guy where they didn't kind of make fun of him, considering this to be kind of one of the worst translations, apparently, of a figure in the line. On the side, we kind of get a close-up of his face. On the other side, we get a slightly close-up of his body. Same picture as the front, only without the top cut off for the little corner thing. And on the back, we see the figure itself, which you can kind of see the mocking for it there, right? But let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? So in the package, we have this little sound dish, which is also designed to fit onto Blaster's hand. We have these little rocket parts here. It has been a while since I've actually seen the reviews for this guy, so I'm not 100% sure what these are for. Well, I mean, I know what this is for, because this is the tail end of the figure, which of course means that it does not fit with the vehicle mode, so to speak. Although you can still fit it on there. At least one of them. I think this is some of the reasons why this gets mocked so bad, though, is that just there's so many parts aside that just don't fit in with the figure that you have to use. It's putting them as kind of a part former. This would be the cassette side, which not exactly the best looking thing ever. This would be the not cassette side, although you can see the two holes, which are supposed to represent that thing again. So this was something I did not see it in the wild, which if you had, you probably could have gotten it for like $7.99 at certain stores. But it was sitting in my cart on Entertainment Earth as something that I would pick up if I needed to hit the $79.99 for free shipping, which is pretty much why I ended up getting it. It was not high on my priority list, but it was one of those things that was cheap enough to help get over the free shipping price, because let's be honest, the shipping could go up to like 20, 30 bucks on its own without the free shipping. So that's why we did it. Now, there wasn't much more to say about this vehicle mode, but let's go ahead and bring out our special guest of Blaster. This is the, what was it, Earthrise version, I think, where he came with like the clear, stupid cassette version. Steeljaw should fit in there, and he does not fit very well. And it is tight enough that I cannot get the eject function to work. Oh my god. So apparently, not only is this kind of an ugly looking cassette, the way it's designed, it does not work well with Blaster in the first place. Now, let's just try that again just to make sure I didn't screw it up. Man, it is hard to get that in there, period. So, okay, he's in there all the way. We've closed it. And still can't get him to eject. So that's an issue. I don't remember if other people had that problem, but at least on my copy, it is an issue. You see that that works pretty much okay with the one that came with him. Let's go ahead and try transform. Oh, maybe while we're at it. Doy. the little sound thingy. I think. You just fit it on his. You just fit it on his fist, and that's supposed to be one of his little weapons from the movie. So that's all of our excitement with that thing. Let's go ahead and see if we can transform this sucker. I'm sure it's going to be really difficult. And there we go. There's his beast mode. If this guy was real line, it would look like he hadn't eaten anything in a very long time. Those are some of the scrawniest legs. The head has like no articulation whatsoever. Those are his little blaster things. And then, of course, as before, we have the little tail piece. Ooh, shit. That you put on there to finish off the... This really is one of the lamest. Like, I guess I'll give them a B for the effort, because they were trying to make it kind of match the cartoon version. But ultimately, it really didn't work out very well. And again, there's no head articulation. Oh, well, okay. You can kind of move the face up and down, but that's only because of the transformation. And I've lost his head in his body. Oh my god. So for all intents and purposes, you might as well not even consider that to be any kind of articulation. You can, of course, hinge his gun or spin his guns around. And the wings are, of course, movable. There's his tail. The legs, basically from transformation, you know, you can move them, spin them around a little bit, front and back. Of course, when you move the back one, it moves the gun. But then again, when you move the gun, it also moves the back leg. Now we have the little dish here, which actually, I think that's what this is for. So we take that off. We stick that into place. And then... oh god, that is so stupid. Then we get that. You know, at the very least, with that second part there, they should have at least kept the tail there, because the tail wouldn't have interfered with any of that, right? No, not at all. Unless this is supposed to be his tail transforming into that, if that's what that's supposed to represent. It's just, it's so stupid looking. But yeah, this is kind of why this has been mocked pretty much by, I think everybody, is just because it's so stupid. Again, I'll give them a B for the effort that they put in to try to make something that looks like the cartoon version, but it really did fail kind of miserably here. And of course, we don't have a ram horn yet. I think they may have actually released that in some other kind of pack or whatever. But not really much more you can say about this thing, really. It's an okay attempt. This is stupid. The fact that you have so many these parts that, you know, finish them off that don't have anything to do with the actual cassette mode is a shame. It would have been nice if they'd figure out a way to handle that without doing that. Like, I know in the original toy, of course, the wing and guns were a separate piece. They were together as separate pieces, you know, because you just plug those into the cassette holes. But this is just meh. Very little articulation. This is just something you will display. I believe when he actually used this, he had 2 of these, because a lot of people were speculating that when they released Ramhorn, they were going to put one of these in with it. And I keep on thinking, like, I can't remember for sure, because, like, okay, we've had Blaster released, this mold released 3 different times so far, for sure, right? This version, we have the Studio Series version, which is the same figure with a different paint job and mostly up here. And then with the cassette, which I think this was Eject, I believe. I think Rewind was the black one. Eject was the blue one. I could be wrong. But that one had the solid Transformer version. But I keep on thinking there was some kind of... Oh, sorry. We had a third one, which came with the black cassette. And that was the Sound Blaster version where... No, not Sound Blaster. Twin Cast, where he was in blue. And that one came with the solid black cassette Eject, I believe, again. And for some reason, I keep on thinking that they were planning on doing a 4th leader class version of him like they did Soundwave, and that one was going to be the one where you got Ramhorn, but it didn't come with another disc. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's something I saw in a dream or something. I don't remember. Because I don't remember it being released either, or it's just something that they were considering. But I think that will do it for our look at the Steeljaw Transformer figure. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I do think I overpaid for it, even though I was using it as a way to hit up that $79.99 price tag I needed for the free shipping. And if you enjoyed this review, feel free to transform that like button. And if you enjoyed this nonsense, you can subscribe to see more. I am pretty dumb, so you might find it enjoyable. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. I just realized that he has a butthole.